everyone, this is Tooba. I am representing content training and consultancy services. In this event, we are going to celebrate Mariam's fantastic PgMP victory, and we are going to learn from her lessons. But before that, we are going to briefly introduce the organization. Content Training and Consultancy Services is a professional training and consultancy setup. We are the promoters and providers of project program and portfolio management and governance services. We follow the PMI standard. And in the governance capacity, we follow the P3G QA standard. And our services are also compliant to these two standards. We offer services like PFMP, PGMP, PMP, RMP, PPA, ACP, etc. We also provide the services in the P3G capacity, including the P3G P training certificates and the related services. We have also started our AI portfolio for project managers, and we have started with CPMI credential related services as well. We do offer PMO consultancy and the support and services for project and program management services. So if you need any such services, you can contact us. I'm going to share the communication channels in the comment area. Let's begin with the conversation. So Mariam, Assalamu alaikum.
Yes.
And
Alaikum
thank you for joining us, taking out time, of course, from your busy schedule. So please briefly introduce yourself, and then we are going to formally begin the discussion.
Okay, so let me introduce myself. I am Mariam Hanif. I'm working as a senior managing consultant and head of PMO. I'm managing multiple projects and programs within the portfolio, and I'm also contributing as a part of the strategic leadership team as well. This is my brief intro.
Wonderful, Mariam, and of course, we know that how sound professional you are, mashallah. So, Mariam, yes. Beginning with the conversation, first of all, congratulations on earning this prestigious credential. It's not easy to achieve this, especially when someone is as busy as you are. So accept my heartiest congratulations. And
Thank you so much.
I, of course, have been part of your journey, but people across the globe also would like to learn from your experiences, and they would like to have some tips and tricks from you. This is exactly why we are sitting here and we have gathered over here. So the first thing that I would like to ask is why did you opt for PGMP? Like, how do you think that PGMP is going to help you in your current role and maybe in your prospective roles?
Yeah. In order to understand the concept of managing complex projects and programs, this is my advice, like pursuing the PGMP is very, very good. It may gives you the right direction and it gives you a clear framework for managing them efficiently. And based on the true principles which we have learned in the PGMP like domain, and especially the PGMP principles, 8 principles, and the PG6 PGMP domains, it may gives you the right mindset and the structure and the strategic approach which is required to lead the program efficiently and to have the meaningful outcome from them. So it was a nice experience overall for me, because it may gives me the clarity around that how efficiently I have to manage or engage the stakeholders, what is the true meaning of synergy among the team, what is the concept of teams, how the teams need to be ready for the change, because we all know that the projects and programs are having a uncertainties, especially the programs are complex and there are a lot of complexities around it. So we need to understand that we need to be adopted for the change as well. So you may learn to lead you may have you will have a clarity around the leadership skills as well, and you will be equipped with the risk approach and how you have to manage the governance framework. So this is the beauty which covers and which gives you the confidence by the PGMP credentials, and believe me, it may gives you a lot of confidence, and it may gives you the clarity of ideas that how you have to behave and how to have you have to deal with the certain situations, because you have a lot of uncertainties happen when you are running and go through the programs. So in order to have a right direction to lead the project, PGMP is very good.
I totally agree to whatever you said. And yes, I also personally
Mm.
believe that the way PMI has explained this overall skill set, especially the concept of collaboration and integration and, taking everything together in the alignment of companies' objectives, the concept of benefits and outcomes, all of that is very much relevant to how we execute the programs in the real world. Okay, so moving forward, Mariam, this is a very important question because this is a commonly asked question by our audience, and people like to know about it. So you are one among those delegates of ours who has gone for PGMP directly without going for PMP. So how was
Yes.
that experience? And I have two questions in this capacity. One is like how difficult or challenging the overall learning process was without PMP? And number two, how much do you think that PMP would be helpful? Because I know as a matter of fact that you actually like once you prepared for PMP, but you didn't go for it for certain reasons. And then you directly opted for PGMP because you were already in that role. So you thought of going for PGMP directly. So with respect to having PMP versus not having PMP, going for PGMP was difficult, very difficult, or usual for you?
Yeah, it was a challenging for me. As you told Tuba, I'm like having a like second with you. Like it was I can feel challenging because although you are already managing the projects and programs and managing them according to the PMI mindset and the standard, it is very important that you have to learn the standards and the PMI and you have to understand the PMI expectations. And I believe when you go through the PMP credentials, you already have understanding of these concepts. So it was challenging for me to first to have a mindset which is required to understand the training material according to the PMI mindset, which was very essential because we understand that the understanding of the concept is very important rather than just to read the material. So understanding of the training material according to the PMI side mindset, it was very important for me, and it was quite challenging because I believe the people go through the PMP credentials, they already have that mindset already
And
created.
there are
So
many
in that case, hmm, hmm,
terminologies and jargons and a way
yes,
of
agreed.
working that you learn from PMP, and you are
Hmm,
already you bring that as an input to your
hmm,
other credentials. So if you like, for instance, if you
agreed.
don't know the stakeholder related process, the risk management process, and the way
Agreed.
PMI
Hmm,
talks about the scope planning and management. We learn all of that in the PMP way at a project level, but at the program level, more or less the concept is same with some advancements. And also,
agreed.
yes, those who go for PGMP without PMP, they, in my opinion, they struggle a little bit, and they may need to take more
Yes,
time than the regular PGMP delegates. So the regular PGMP delegates at our end, they take 3 to 4 months usually for preparation. But I think you took your whole time to understand, grasp, make a sense out of that whole program life cycle, and then you went for exam. So that's my next question as well. That how much time did you take for your preparation, actually, like active time for preparation? I know that you joined us like last year December, and you were done with the exam by the end of October. So around 10 months have been taken. But how much the how much of that was like
Yes.
your active prep time? People would like to know about it because they want to like estimate and prepare their strategy before and getting into this. Yeah. So your prep time.
Yes, as you told, Tuba,
Yeah, please.
was 10 months, and I scheduled my exam as in October last 27, and my preparation journey of course took 10 months, as I told, because I was having, first I need to understand the life cycle, then I had to understand that, go through the training material multiple times, because we know that PGMP is not the content that we have to memorize. We need to understand the concept, because the exam is tough. We all know that the exam is tough, because we need to, until and unless we don't have a clarity of the concept, we can't go for and opt for it. So and I wanted, because I was fully prepared, and when I was fully prepared and confident, ensuring that I will get the maximum return of my time and then energy and effort invested, then I scheduled the exam after the 10 months. And I still, but thanks to Tuba, because you pushed me at the time of scheduling the exam, and the encouragement you have given to me, thanks to that, and you remind me that I am ready and to move forward, because you observed me during the whole journey, that where I am, you posted the different questions on the LinkedIn and during the preparation. So thanks to you as well to push me at the time of the scheduling of exam, because I was little bit having confused that okay, I'm ready for the exam or not. But and for the valuable tips you have given me, like I need to be staying fresh, avoiding stress, staying motivated, and taking a short outing before the day of exam to stay relaxed. It was truly wow. Yes, these all tips are also meaningful. Seriously, other than only preparation for the train like exam is crucial, but these steps were very useful to relax, to stay yourself to be relaxed and stress free.
Absolutely, absolutely. I totally agree with that. That day before the exam, we recommend that the delegates they just get some rest, and
Hmm.
they at least they don't disturb. Whatever they want to do, they
Yes.
can do, but they
Hmm.
at least take a break from the study, and also that having a good night's sleep and
Yes.
focus towards the exam is very important, because if you are going to um, continue studying till late hours and maybe 1 or 2 hours before the exam, this is going to be very, very stressful, and it's not helpful. It's actually going to negatively impact your performance in the exam. So, Mariam, do you want to inform audience about your, your prep schedule, like in a week's time, how many hours you used to put in? This is for those who are actively preparing for their exam. It's like, maybe they want to know that how many hours per week, or maybe how many hours per month you invested, especially when you were actively preparing for the exam.
Actually, my like I was more actively having a learning habit over the weekend, because I was compromising my weekend commitments, obviously, because on the daily routine, like on the day 5 days in a week, I am busy with my a job related stuff. So usually it was hardly taken 1 hour or 2 hour on the daily basis on the weekdays, but for sure I had to invest my weekend over the and I have compromised a lot over the weekend to for the study, to understand the concept. And obviously, if you need something to be achieved bigger, you must invest something extraordinary, obviously. So
Absolutely,
so
absolutely,
this is
absolutely.
my the outcome of my late night preparations, and while fulfilling my job responsibilities, family, and other obligations. So yeah, it was like that kind of a journey for
So
me.
yes, Maria
Mm.
was mostly studying during late hours and mostly during the weekends. On like in the daytime and during the weekdays, I mean in the daytime particularly, She was busy at work and with the family. So yeah, on average, if you want me to talk about it, on average, a study of 15 to 18 hours per week
Yes.
for
Yes.
at least 3 months, 3 to 4 months is needed
Mm.
to get ready for the exam and to gain that confidence that yes, now I'm ready to sit in the exam. But this varies from person to person. But this is an average study time that we have observed. Okay.
Agreed.
So Mariam, now the most important question, and maybe this is a question which is of interest to almost everybody who is sitting over here. So how was your PGMP exam experience overall? Like while you were writing the exam, the time management, the stress management, and taking over the anxiety and nervousness. How did you deal with that? How was that experience?
Actually, it was like, as I told both Tuba, that you need to be stress free. Number one, you need to be very relaxed because we all know that it's a 4 hours journey. We have to manage our exam within these 4 hours. So it was, although tough, and by using the useful tips shared by you, thank you so much, that I have to be very calculated about the time. If I am having a confidence that certain question is having a 50 or 60% chance that it is a true option, then I have to move forward. In the end, I will have enough time for review of the 10 or 15 question, not more than that, because I need to be stress free at the end of the exam as well. So I believe I had marked 10 to 15 question maximum for the review, out of which I had like 5 question I have rechecked and marked that to be as corrected. Other than that, I leave it on my confidence that okay, whatever I have attempted, it is going to be right. And during the exam, obviously you will be feeling stressed because whatever is coming up, it is totally dependent upon the concept which you have been clear through going through the mock-up exams. I am recommending you guys that during the exam preparation, it is very useful tip given to me by Tuba that you have to be even at home, invest 4 hours to to take the exam like a actual exam, real exam. Sit for 4 hours, take the exam, and check your grip on the exam itself, that during the preparation how well you are prepared. So I have gone through the all the mock-up exam in the similar manner. I had invested 4 hours to take myself to be able to manage the time during the real examination. So that was a very, very useful tip for me. Thank you.
I absolutely vouch for this because this is actually very important, and at times people underestimate the importance of you know uh, uh, time managing their mocks.
Mhm.
They are more comfortable attempting the mocks as per their own time availability and as per their own convenience and in an open-ended manner. And of course, exam is not like that. Is the exam is time bound. So you need to come prepared. You need to know that in those 4 hours, which are consecutive 4 hours, and there is no break in the exam as well. At least no scheduled break in the exam as well. So are you ready for that? Are you ready to take that strain? And that alone is a lot to manage, like consecutive 4 hours sitting in the exam, taking that pressure, especially in the last 1 to 2 hours. They are
Very
very, very stressful
stressful.
in the exam.
Yes,
And most
true.
of the blunders in the exam are going to happen in those 2 hours. So one strategy that I myself opt when I go to any such exam is that the initial 1 to 2 hours are very, very important, and this is like
Great.
your this is your area where you can perform the best and you can increase the chances of your success in the exam because you are going fresh, and this is this is followed by our previous tip that you stay calm, composed, relaxed a day before the exam, so that when you go to the exam room, you are you have all the energy and you have all the ease of mind available with you. And with that, the initial few hours in the exam are going to be fantastic. Right? And this
Agreed.
strategy actually works really, really well. This is 100% proven. So this, along with the right way of the right division of your 240 minutes in the exam, at least you need to have a strategy. How well or unwell it's going to work, you are going to get to know about that in the exam, but you need to have a time management strategy in the exam. Like if you have 240 minutes, like how the first hour is going to look like, how the second hour is going to look like, how the third hour is going to look like. You should have a strategy, right? And of course, this also works really well. Right? So yeah, all of these tips and tricks, along with your good preparation, increases your chances of success. Okay.
Agreed.
Yeah. Mariam, do you want to add anything before we
Yes,
move
it
forward?
was, and basically just a one point that it was a rehearsal time. Keep it's a rehearsal seriously. If you do it, if you rehearse it at your home, I assure you, you will perform in the exam. See, it was a very useful tip for me at that time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
So, Mariam, now a little bit about the prerequisite of the exam, which is the application process and the fulfillment of the eligibility criteria. So, before we talk about that, to those who are new to this credential and they are exploring this, let me tell you that you can't directly sit in the exam. There is a whole application process and there is a whole eligibility criteria that you need to fulfill, and you need to fulfill that via a registration and an application process on the PMI website. Uh, that criteria says that you need to have at least 4 years of program management experience along with 4 years of project management experience, or an active PMP is also going to fulfill the second criteria. And with that, you need to have at least 4 years of professional education with your bachelor's, master's, or any degree higher than that. So all of this, all these three sets of criteria are expected to be written in a particular manner, which we term as PgMP application, and it's actually a very tough step. This is the very first step in the whole journey, and it's a tough one. It's not easy to pass this approval process. So, Mariam, now your turn. How easy or difficult was that for you?
It was a very good experience for me as well, and that criteria as well. Thanks to you, Tooba, as well. A template was shared with me, in which I had to fill the required information as a use case of one of my program, and following the instructions provided to me. With Tuba's guidance and support, obviously the submission was completed, and I was very surprised, and seriously I was surprised. And it was like, I was heard about that it may took around, I think 1 month or might be 15 days or something like that. But I was surprised after the submission. Got to know that it is like took only 3 days when it was approved in my case. And thanks to Tuba to guide me in a very nice way when I was having fulfilling the template. And there was a guidance given to me that you have to fill the information in this way. Although the use case was a real of one of my program, and but the guidance was superb, and it was approved within just 3 days. And this truly felt relaxing and motivating for me, because that was my first milestone which I had achieved at that moment. So I was very happy at that time as well, that okay, I have achieved my first milestone of PGMP journey. Now I am relaxed, like now go
The rest
moving
of the
forward.
journey is going to be taken care of. Okay,
Inshallah.
great.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So, Mariam, okay. So, it's not a question for you. I just
Mhm.
would like to add to what you said, that before you or until and unless you are not done with this whole process, which takes actually two approvals, and you may come across an audit process as well, you
Mhm.
are not eligible to sit in the exam, right?
Mhm.
And of course, there's a chance that your application may get rejected with some feedback by PMI in the first or in the second step. So it's very, very important that the process is, properly executed, especially the crafting of the application is properly done. And the most important part, so at times people come to me asking for the tips that how we can ensure that the application uh, is crafted the very right way as per the expectation of the approvers. So the right way is the PMI way. And if you are going to take it the PMI way of thinking as per the program management principles and activities, then there is no reason why it's going to be rejected. One mistake that I usually have observed in the rejected applications, because I have seen many such rejected applications that come to me for a fixation, is that those are written with a project management mindset, not with a program management mindset. Of course, when you are running a program, you are supposed to be demonstrating yourself as a program manager, not as a project manager. Multiple project managers are definitely working with you, and multiple projects are definitely working under the umbrella of your program, but you need to write it more from an outcome and benefits perspective and less from the output and deliverables perspective, right? So, and there are other mistakes as well that we have observed, but this is the primary one. If you are going to make this mistake, the application is definitely going to be rejected. Right? Okay, so taking the conversation forward, Mariam, I would like to also, and of course, this question is not for me. This question is for the aspirants and those who are actively searching for this credential and maybe considering us for the mentorship. That how was your experience with on-time training and consultancy services and the course that we have provided to you? We have provided your training course as well. You have actually opted for the whole credential, including the training, mentoring, application support, and the overall end-to-end guidance, the full course, I would say. So, what is your opinion about the services? Anything that you would like to say?
Yeah, so see, to equip yourself with the PMI mindset, as we are like most important thing which we are like start from the conversation till now. So the mock-up exams and the questions at the end of the each domain was extremely helpful during the preparation for me, especially because I have gone through them most of the time, multiple times. And if you are attempting the real exam in order to achieve a good scores, you have to go through it at multiple times, because not only, as I told, not memorize, please, you have to understand the concept, and you have to make yourself attempt the question according to the PMI mindset, which is very important. I attempted these questions with a real exam mindset and sat for 4 hours, as I told you guys, to straight to rehearse the actual exam experience, and it was very helpful for me. And your obviously your mock-up exams are very good in and real in us, and the scenarios are very helpful, and it was very conceptual to understand the benefits of the the domains which have been outlined in the PGMP exam. And for the preparation of the exam, it was really very helpful, because without attempting your mock-up exams, I don't think so that we will be ready for the exam itself, because content is coming from the standard itself, but the mock-up exams in which there are scenarios written and how you have to attempt the best suitable choice answer from that question, it is very important. So yeah, it was very good material, because without understanding your material, I will not, I believe, be able to attempt the real exam.
And I was your mentor throughout this journey from the start till the end. So, how did you find
Yes.
the overall mentoring process? Because, of course, content is one thing, it's very, very important, especially the mock up part.
Without you, I am sorry, because to understand the concept and the concept of those questions and the training material, I have disturbed you a lot. I'm sorry, Tuba. Multiple times I was asking a silly questions as well, sorry, in which I had to understand the concept. So multiple times, audience, I have given the to understand, because Tuba told me like, Mariam, don't think like whatever you have to do, you have to memorize, you have to clear your concept. Do let me know if you don't have any understanding of the concept. I'm here to support you, and believe me, she support me a lot. She prepare a very good tutorial videos to give the visibility and for the clarity of the concepts, which is a very good training material. Again, she posed a very good questions on the LinkedIn's. While attempting those questions from the LinkedIn's, you half of the preparation will be done through the training videos, tutorial short videos of Tuba, and the questions which we are going to pick from the LinkedIn itself. And thanks for her availability whenever I had approached to her that Tuba, I can't understand this concept. Sometimes I may took the screenshot from the book and the questions itself and straightforward pasted to her that Tuba, please let me know what is the meaning of this, how I can relate it to my real life journey as well, so she can explain very well, due to which my concept got very clear, and Alhamdulillah, I have attempted the exam in a very good manner. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So, Mariam, mock exams play a very important role. It's vital to attempt the mock exam because mock
Yes.
exams give you that confidence that, yes, a person would say that if I have scored up to a certain percentage, I am ready to sit in the exam and I am ready to take that exam. So, other than those
Yes.
mock exams and the overall practice for the credential that I provided to you under the banner of on-time training and consultancy services, did you go for any other resource? And if you did, that's totally fine. You can make a mention of that as well.
No, no, I don't think so that I have to go through other anything else other than your training material, because it was enough to understand the concept, to clear the concepts. And I believe I have just gone through one time for the standard itself. And other than that, prepare like the more you have a grip on the mock-up exam preparation and the understanding the concept of the material itself, like all the domains, if you have a clear visibility and the clarity of the concept, I don't think so that you have to go for other things as well, other than your material. It's
So,
good enough.
so on-time material was enough for you to
Yep.
prepare and to
Your
pass the
tutorial
exam.
videos were fantastic, mini short videos. It was really very helpful, in which first you have to read the question, give the idea to the audience that how you have to go through each choice, and very well explain that why something is wrong, why something is right. So that is very important. That was a again very useful tip, in which you give the clarity that you how you have to pick the picky words from the question itself, and according to that you have to choose the right answer among the choices. So it was a wow.
Yes, absolutely. And I would say the same thing to everybody that divide your study into two parts. The first part is the learning part, like understanding the PMI mindset and uh, finding those gaps in your knowledge, that how you apply the program and project management in your real life projects and programs versus how the best practices of the PMI suggests you to go for. Try to connect that bridge, and after that, once you think that you are in a better way to understand that, and now you are in a position to apply that knowledge in different scenarios that a program manager has to face in the real life situation, then you go for the mock exams. At times, people make this mistake as well, that they like out of just urgency, like some unnecessary urgency, or maybe just to cut short the journey to as less time as possible. They want to directly jump to the mock exams, and they want to like directly start off with the practice part, which I personally don't recommend. And as a mentor, I can tell you that directly going for the mocks without knowing that what PMI recommends in the program management capacity, especially how they uh, interconnect the different concepts of governance to benefits to life cycle and to strategy and all. I don't personally think that the scores that you are going to get in the mock exams are going to be a true reflection of your preparation. right? So
Agreed.
the right way is learning, maybe via standard directory, or maybe via going to a trainer or their training course, or their offerings, or maybe all by yourself. That's also totally fine, but you need to have a plan that how you're going to learn the ECO and the standard, followed by practicing like whatever you have learned, right? So this study should be divided into two phases or two parts, and each phase is important, and the second phase should be followed by the first phase. Doing both in parallel can be very highly risk oriented in the exam. Okay. So moving forward, Mariam, I would like to know that, and this question may have different answers by different people, and I would like to know your answer. This is also a commonly asked question to me, that people think that this credential, along with many others, this is an expensive investment with respect to money, with respect to time, with respect to commitment, especially the delegates who usually opt for PgMP. They are senior delegates, like they are senior in their roles. They are performing the role of senior managers or head of the departments, VPs, directors. So they have a lot of commitment in the organization and outside the organizations as well. So they think that why do we need to go for it once, especially when we are already very established in our career, and or how we are going to get the return or the payback on this, right? So what do you think that the right definition of payback on this type of investment is? And when I say investment, it's not the investment of money only, it's the investment of time,
Yes.
energy, priorities, commitments, everything. Because you also reprioritized a lot to make it work
Yes.
for you. So how do
Yeah.
you define the concept of return on this type of
See, it
investment?
may, in my aspect, as like it may boost your confidence. Seriously, it may gives you the, it may boost your confidence during the communication, because you know you are thoroughly studied and you are on the right path. Because during the program management, you are having a lot of phases in which you have to take the decisions while communicating with the client. You need to have a better choice of words with the right use of these domains, and so as per me it is a payback. And if you may ask to me now, Tuba, it's a really very good and it enhance my leadership skill. It gives me the confidence. I have a lot to discuss about this domain regarding the program, and I am having a very confident to manage multiple projects within a portfolio, because I am having a confidence and the right knowledge that how I have to manage them. So investment in terms of money is something else, but how it may enhance your skills or leadership and quality of your what can I say, quality of life, it is also been very important. I believe professional life quality is also been very important to enhance yourself, to have a right direction of the things, that how you have to communicate well with others with the right mindset. I believe this is very important as well, and to strengthen your leadership and the decision making skills, and naturally being the right path attracts the right opportunities, I believe.
Yes, I also believe the same. And at times I am asked this question as well, that Tuba, are we going to get a better opportunity after doing this credential? So the answer is yes or no. It depends more on the perspective and less on the,
Yes.
on having or not having a credential, because the perspective is important, like how positive you are as a
Yes.
person and as a professional.
Agreed.
Uh,
Yes.
the credentials, or any like credentials or non-credentials, but any type of skill set or any type of learning is never a waste. This is a 100% proven thing. Whatever you learn, soon, later, very
It should
soon, very
reflect
little,
in your personality.
yes, this is going to make you a better person, a better professional. This is going to uh you know strengthen your argument in the organizational meetings, when you are going to sit with
Agreed.
a group of people in the meetings, internal meetings, external meetings. Your explanations, your argument become better. You start adding the
Very good.
references
Yeah.
of PMI in your different scenarios. This is exactly what you have practiced while learning this skill set. This is exactly what you have demonstrated in the exam as well, that in certain situations related to governance and benefits, how you are going to deal with that as a program manager as per the best and globally proven practices of PMI, right? So naturally, you start making the reference of that. Naturally, you become authentic in the organization with your customers, with your stakeholders, with your suppliers, and all. And this is also a benefit, maybe an intangible one as of now, but eventually, this intangible benefit, along with many others, would lead to many tangible ones as well, right? So maybe you are not going to be offered with a new role or promotion overnight. I agree. Maybe yes, or maybe, or most likely no. But eventually, maybe in a couple of months or so, you are going to see the results. So I would say it this way, that the
Agree.
realization of benefits for this investment may take some time, maybe 3 to 6 months. This is more of
Agreed.
a PGMP language, but this is going to happen. This is going to happen. In my
Yes.
opinion, this is going to happen sooner or later, right? So learn
Yes, Tooba.
something to make
Actually,
you,
it groomed your person.
yeah, to
Hmm.
groom you. To learn something to groom you, and when you are groomed, people start noticing, and when people start noticing, then everything good is
100%.
just followed, right? Okay, thank you, Mariam, for joining us and to share the useful tips and insights about your successful PGMP journey. In the last, would you like to add anything to your conversation, or any advice that you would like to give to the PGMP aspirants?
Yeah, because my suggestion is that you must go for these kind of a professional credentials, because although it requires patience, times, and energy, and may even putting aside from your favorite hobbies as well, I know pursuing something bigger demands extraordinary effort. We all know, and which is a universal law as well. So I'm confident that if you pursue it, believe me, and while studying, you will notice positive changes in yourself. You will become more confident, communicate more clearly, and your leadership and mentoring skills are also being enhanced. So go for it. This is my recommendation,
Yes,
that you
and
have to go for it.
guys, I'm sharing Mariam's contact details in the chat area as well. So just in case you want to connect with her and you would like to have some chit
Hmm.
chat and insights directly with her, you can definitely do that. So thank you very much, Mariam, for joining us. In the end, we conduct the question answer session with our audience. So I am seeing a couple of questions in the chat area. First, we are going to address those, and then if anybody has any question, they can just unmute and they can ask directly to you or to me. So SN is asking that, can you please break down in hours per week set aside to complete the prep in 10 months? Because you mentioned that you have actually taken this whole 10-month period. And apologies for joining late, but what's the comparison of preparation between a PMP and PGMP? So as Mariam did not go for PMP, she directly went for PGMP. And she has already talked about her breakdown of preparation, but I think, Mariam, very quickly, if you would like to shed some light on it.
Yeah, as I told before, like I had invested more of my weekend times rather than my weekdays time, because in weekdays I didn't get much time other than late night studies, or more than 1 or 2 hours, not more than that. But for sure, I have invested my weekends for the study.
So, Mariam, on
Yeah.
average, every weekend, like on Saturday, Sunday, how many hours did you used to put in?
It's usually 3 to 4 hours, not more than that, because obviously you are having personal commitments, family commitments. So it was like 3 to 4 hours, and usually for rehearsals, I was selected the weekend for the rehearsals. 4 hours, as I told you guys, like for the rehearsal of mock-up exams, weekend was very suitable for me.
I
So
agree.
I had to so for the preparation of exams, I had invested 2 to 3 hours on Saturdays, 2 3 hours on Sundays. So yeah, it was good enough for me. for
So
the
3
study.
to 4 hours
Mm.
Saturday, Sunday, and 1
Mm.
hour, one
1 or
hour.
2 hours as per my feasibility over the night on the
This
weekdays.
is exactly the same
Mm.
breakdown that I provided, that we provide a
Mm.
study plan of 120 hours to our PgMP delegate, and we also recommend the same breakdown, that you at least invest 15 hours per week, 10 to
Mm.
15 hours if 15 hours is
Yes,
not
good enough.
feasible.
Mm.
And this way, if you are going to invest 15 hours per week, then in 1 month you are done with 60 hours, and in 2 months you are done with 120 hours, which is our study plan. So 2 to 3 months is more than enough to get ready with all your commitments, with your job, with your family, and other priorities in life, right? And with respect to PMP, as an PMP content is more actually. So the volume of work is more in PMP and less in PGMP, but the difficulty level of a program is way more, or the complexity of program is way more than a project's complexity. So in case of PMP, if you may need to invest like 130, 140 hours in program as well, you are not going to spend less than that much time. Maybe 20, 30 hours are going to be less. That depends from person to person. So if a person is already PMP certified, maybe they are not going to take more than 120 hours. If a person is not PMP certified, they may take more than 120 hours, like up to 150 hours. And that was the same case with Mariam as well. She took her time to prepare and to get ready. And this is very obvious, because if you are coming to a new mindset, this is going to be a little difficult for anybody. Okay, I am seeing one more question by Esan, that is there any direct relation between PMP and PGMP processes? Yes, there is a lot of relatedness between PMP and PGMP with respect to the way PMI thinks. So the same concept of life cycle, the same concept of initiation, planning, execution, etc. The same concept of scope, schedule, budget, and procurement, and the different areas that we have seen in project. One thing that may be different with between project and program is, in project we are more focused on outputs and deliverables, and rightly delivering the scope and getting the scope validated and getting the UAT done and just getting the sign off on the deliverables. This is important, but in program, something which is more important than this is like fulfilling those benefits, because of which the program, the organization actually has initiated that program, right? So outputs and capabilities, of course, triggers the outcomes and the benefits, but in programs, we focus more on the strategic idea, the benefits delivery, the strategic fulfillment of the organizational perspective at all, right? So that may be a little different thing, but now PMI has shifted their spectrum of the project's idea from output to outcome as well. So even a project is also fulfilling the organization's vision and objectives. But the scale of the program is way broader, way broader than a project's scale. So accordingly, the complexity and uncertainty is way higher. And how to deal with that is exactly what we study in program management. I hope I answered your questions. Are there any other questions? I'm not seeing any other questions. Okay, so I think if anybody has got any other questions, they can just unmute and ask that directly to Mariam or to me. Are we good? Shall we conclude the session? Okay. Thank you very much, Mariam, for joining us and for taking out your precious time. Thank you, everybody, to take out time and to come to our event and to listen to the conversation. I will be back very soon with the success story of another PGMP delegate. Till then, take care. Have a good night.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Tooba. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye, Mariam.